Hey guys, Dragon Ball for Life here today, and I'm back with another video. Now, today's video we're going to react to Saiyan Scholar's Black Frieza is Pointless. I agree with that title. He was pointless to come in as Black Frieza. They shouldn't have brought Frieza back anyway. But yeah, let's check this out. This is the end of his little series that he's been doing. He's been going throughout the Dragon Ball Super manga from the beginning to, the current dated one right now. The Dragon Ball Super manga been on hiatus for I think over a month. Luckily now it's come back. They're having this little mini type of thing with Trunks and Goten, but they also leaked out a couple of stuff that's going to be happening in it about Goku and Vegeta trying to deal with Frieza and how to deal with him. So I think they're going to dive into it a little bit, but not fully. And from what I've heard, the Granola arc is really a little bit before the Dragon Ball Superhero story. Apparently it was around the same time, which I didn't know it was that close by. I thought they were like at least a couple of years apart. I didn't know that they were that close, but apparently they were. So this story is going to go into that one, and a lot of people are having speculations on is Gohan be stronger than Frieza Black. I don't know if he's going to talk about it in this video, but it might be the case. Also, I want to say this will be my last video that I'll be reacting to Saiyan Scholar for a while. Unless if you guys want me to react to a video of his from his channel, I will. But for right now, I think I reacted to quite a bit of his videos. I don't want to just harp on his channel and attach myself to it and try to use his videos for views. So I just want to do it once in a while with certain video topics that I feel like it would be important for me to have some input in, which I definitely have for these ones. So yeah, let's get into it.
Gas finally rocks up and takes Granola out by surprise with his energy pincers, but even when Granola attacks him from behind, Gas begins overwhelming him. Granola is close to his limit at this moment, so I put Gas at 1.75 times Granola's best initially, due to him easily dominating him. Goku steps up to fight Gas using his Super Saiyan Blue form. Now Goku is able to snap Gas's energy sword with his initial surge of power, but then fails to land a single blow and gets pulverized by Gas, knocking Goku out of Super Saiyan Blue. Goku would put all his remaining power into this small portion of the battle to initially step up to Gas, but he could not sustain it in order to be equal to Gas. He might have gotten stronger, but we can't calculate anything reliably here, as there's no statements of strength increase, unlike when Vegeta fought Granola. Granola gets a Senzu, and also gets equipped with Oatmeal support, so using that with his busted Sharingan, as well as using skill against Gas's inexperience with power, he is able to balance out the fight, because power isn't everything, right? Right? Well, when Gas decides to use his full power, Granola's punch can't even get through Gas's aura. So I put Gas's power up a tier from here. The only way Granola can keep up with Gas is using more precise instant transmission. So again, skill is keeping him in this fight, and he's trying to make Gas open for an attack. In other words, worm food, because that's the golden rule of Dragon Ball Super. Keep your guard up. But either way, Granola's Shadow Clone Jutsu and Vital Strike Blast helps him take down Gas's superior power. Pretty cool. But I'm also going to give Granola a tier boost in power due to the fact he's a Cerulean, and if he gained power against Ultra Ego passively, he can gain some here. Alec gets disappointed in Gas and tells him to unleash his instincts. This is where things get crazy. I put him way above double Granola's current power, but I'll explain this number for Gas a little later when Goku and Vegeta take him on at full power. But the unleashed power is around a 3 times amp to Gas's power, which makes a huge difference here. If you guys want to know how strong Bardock was in the flashback when he fought this unleashed Gas, well, Gas was just overall inferior back then compared to what he is now, but this unleashed power and Bardock's Saiyan Surge back then would not have exceeded first form Frieza, so take that how you want. Anyway, back to Gas versus Goku. Goku was able to hit him in base form because of the memory of Bardock affecting Gas. Again, guard down equals worm food. Vegeta gives Goku his remaining chi. That's the juicy, potent stuff from deep down, the life energy, so Vegeta is now out of the equation fully, but Goku can only manage to summon some Super Saiyan Blue. But again, it makes no difference to Gas. And this is just another drawn out fight where Gas statistically could end this in one shot if the plot deemed it so. Goku plays with instant transmission for a while and lures Gas away, only fighting with pure defense and slowly losing ground. Again, no actual combat comparison to Gas as Goku's running for his life. When Goku and Vegeta get back to Manito's healing is all over the place. At one moment he says the 20 minutes before Gas returns isn't enough time to heal Granola, but during that time, he heals Granola, listens to the whole Bardock replay on the Scouter, and even heals up Goku and Vegeta to where their wounds all disappear. It's later explained that Manito's healing had evolved recently. So I put this down to that development because Goku and Vegeta are able to transform.
I don't like that when they do that in the writing. That's why the writing people can't really take seriously. It's very inconsistent. And instead of saying it's inconsistent, they make some stupid argument or reasoning. It's, oh, he just randomly is able to now get better healing. It's just dumb. They should have never given him that limitation of healing. Obviously, they shouldn't have made it as great as Dende's, but they shouldn't have made it as limited as they did because we knew that they were going to rely on it in this battle anyway, so why limit it to such an extent to the point where they're going to need to use it anyway, and then you're going to have to, kind of contradict yourself and make some BS reasoning. You could have simply just made his healing abilities, decent, but not that great as, somebody as Dende's. That would have been at least a little bit more helpful, but also give them more of a level of threat and danger there. So I don't like when they do that. When they do that in writing, especially in Dragon Ball Super, that's why they're known for bad writing. They're very inconsistent with it. They have one way and then they just go off the script and somehow they get, be able to do something they couldn't before. And that happens a lot with their power scaling where the character's struggling and then out of nowhere they get a power jump like, Kefla versus Caulifla versus Goku when he was training her. She couldn't even touch his base form and then he went Super Saiyan 2 and she was able to actually beat up Super Saiyan 2, which is like, that's just inconsistent. So yeah, I don't really like when they do that.
Transform into Ultra Instinct and Ego, and surge a tremendous aura the moment Gas returns, to the point they look at their most strongest here. So just where are Goku and Vegeta's powers now? Vegeta's Ego was around 466 times stronger than Goku's Ultra Instinct Silver, thanks to the constant boosts earlier against Granola. But here in the fight, Goku and Vegeta fight on par with each other. They are seemingly as equals, and again, viewing themselves as rivals as they continue engaging with Gas. So somehow, some way, Goku has been growing stronger over the course of this battle, or he's just gotten a plot power-up now, but either way, we could put it down to some of the heals and skirmishes with Gas earlier, living up to the Saiyan battle prowess buff. Gas, however, still is able to toy with both of them. It's insulting. Vegeta gets hit by Gas, thus giving him an Ultra Ego boost. This hit actually surprises Gas to where he's busted open. Gas hurts Vegeta even more, giving him more prime fuel, as Vegeta would say. Overall, I counted Gas damaging Vegeta around 5 different times, so I apply 5 different boosts, and I try to remain consistent with the boost amp, but Vegeta gets seriously hurt by Gas, and the final damage boost he gains is the one that Gas braces for his life before Vegeta burns out. Gas knew this attack was going to be painful as hell, so this is why I put Vegeta's final ego power above Gas somewhat before he burns himself out. Goku is then able to utilize what's referred to as True Ultra Instinct, which is essentially Ultra Instinct Sign plus emotions, and it's stated he's stronger than Gas. In fact, it's fair to put True Ultra Instinct Goku at this point at the same level of raw power as Ultra Ego Vegeta's final boost.
Okay, so I wanted to pause right here because he did, let's go back a little bit with what he said earlier. He stated that Goku got a power boost and it was for his plot, and I will say it is plot, but he forgot to understand the fact that when they, had the story revealed to him by, Bardock, it did unlock something within him, which we were all speculating, is this going to be the true Goku or whatever, which it didn't really lead to much, but it did unlock some more hidden power within him, and the idea that maybe he should stay in his, his Omen side, Ultra Instinct Omen, form instead of his mastered, because his Omen form, he can, I guess, use it better or whatever. But yeah, it was because of the whole backstory from Bardock somehow that unlocked more power. I thought that was a dumb writing, but still, they explained it why. It wasn't just randomly, so that's the reason why that was the case. Also, him, surpassing him, I do agree with that. True Ultra Instinct Goku did have an advantage over him, but I still do think that's a dumb idea. I know he talked about this too and how he didn't like that idea. I personally also hate that idea, the fact that they had, they first had Ultra Instinct Omen, then they had, Master Ultra Instinct, which was supposed to be the Perfector form, and now they're saying, no, go back to that, and we will have a new ability unlocked for that, and it's just ass backwards. It's like we were going forward, now we're going backwards, and it's very inconsistent, jumping all over the place. And I think that's what the reason why a lot of people hate Dragon Ball Super and the writing, because they do stupid shit like that. It's like, what the hell's the point of giving us this just to go back to that? And personally, I really like Ultra Instinct's, Master Ultra Instinct's design more than just Saiyan, because it isn't that cool or unique.
Except without the damage making him faint, which still keeps Goku and Vegeta's raw power relevant here. But what's crazy is that Goku's emotional amp. It amps his Ultra Instinct sign more than the Silver-haired Ultra Instinct no emotion amp does. It's really hard to fathom that, considering the fact that Whis has been drilling the methods of eliminating emotions and thoughts during battle to improve Goku and Vegeta, but now Goku goes back to emotions and it's the better amp all along. Whatever, I guess. We've come a long way in this manga power scale just to quit now. I'm just counting it. And I don't care about overall story inconsistencies in the manga anymore. Goku manages to beat this form of gas, and that's all that matters. So how strong is this new emotional boost for Goku now? Well, true Ultra Instinct is around 6 times stronger than the silver-haired Ultra Instinct without emotion. So the emotion boost is about 6 times better than the original Ultra Instinct sign going into original Ultra Instinct Silver. That's absurd. So a 6 million times increase from sign. But either way, Gas transforms again, didn't see that coming, and he's a clear tank in domination multiplier over true Ultra Instinct. Goku can't even see this guy move, and Gas has control over him with the Force. Gas's power and body are out of sync, and his age is being sacrificed, burning through his life power to maintain this new level of power. But what's interesting, Granola rejoins the fight and aims to charge up the mother of all blasts and get a clear shot on Gas whilst Goku distracts him. This is one of those being open equals worm food moments, but Granola's power shocks Gas to the point he is far more relevant than before considering the power-ups, so I put Granola at least on par with true Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Vegeta here. Hey, he's a Cerealian just like a Saiyan. They all get the same perks. But then we get a glimpse of Goku awakening to the silver-haired Ultra Instinct, and this scares the living hell out of Gas, who can't do anything and is launched into the sky with ease. This power of Goku had to have succeeded his true Ultra Instinct power to be portrayed like this. Otherwise, why wouldn't he have gone into true Ultra Instinct to hold Gas back? If true Ultra Instinct did better than the silver-haired Ultra Instinct did earlier in the fight, we have to consider what power Goku tapped into here. It's really confusing, but I have my thoughts on this given the information we have up to this moment in the manga. I think Goku initially tapped into the silver-haired Ultra Instinct plus emotions, which created an insane power-up for a brief second, enough to create an opening for Granola's final move. So for a split second, we see the true silver-haired Ultra Instinct. And it's essentially true Ultra Instinct with a silver amp, because emotions are already installed. This would make sense, seeing as this should be what Goku is aiming for, to use his emotions with his strongest Ultra Instinct form. Either way, how friggin' strong would this silver-haired Ultra Instinct be with emotions? A monstrous power. The highest power yet. And this is based on if he did use Silver Ultra Instinct with emotion. This could have just been a final hurrah with his remaining power to create a Susanoo, but I still find it interesting that the chosen form at this point for one final push was the silver-haired and not true Ultra Instinct. Anyway, Granola takes out Gas, and that's it, right? Well, not quite. Goku, Vegeta, and Granola get healed to full power by Minato, and now things get really pointless in power creeps. Gas is still around, and his power is intact, but he's on his last of his life energy, and he's a walking zombie. He can use the Force to deal with Goku and Vegeta at the same time. Gas is even more reckless than before, so any potential Goku and Vegeta boosts are cancelled out due to the reckless fight in Harmon himself. We can give Vegeta an ego boost due to sustaining damage here, but Vegeta's base form at this point finishes this arc at 1 million times stronger than Goku's base form. However, Ultra Instinct multipliers are higher, which levels the playing field between them. It all comes crashing down when Frieza turns up and becomes Black Frieza, one shot in Gas, one shot in Ultra Ego Vegeta, one shot in True Ultra Instinct Goku. And I'm glad, because the numbers have gotten ridiculous, absolutely pointless. No one needs to be this strong. Dragon Ball Super needs a complete new full-scale guide to explain everything, because this is what happens when we apply fan speculation from vague information to what's happening story-wise. Because Black Frieza, how do we even quantify him? We know he's at least bare minimum 2 times Gas for one shot in him, especially after Gas jacked up and went all out in his final moment. Of course, Frieza's been training for 10 years, but has he prepared for Silver Ultra Instinct plus emotions? The glimpse that we may have seen earlier? It's likely Black Frieza has even prepped for fusion. So let's work out a theoretical Ultra Instinct Gogeta right now. Best of A plus best of B, then multiply by 100, which is a combination and midpoint of all fusion lore and guides that I've worked out. Then go ahead and add whatever multiplier you want on a theoretical Gogeta. True Ultra Instinct, let's do it. 816, whatever the hell that number is. And Black Frieza could be anywhere up to that point, but let's go with the ultimate lowball and put Black Frieza at around double the power of Gas. We can't actually quantify an exact power up for the black form, but we can estimate Frieza's growth. Frieza before Resurrection F was less than a 1 in this scale. During Resurrection F as Golden Frieza, he was around 600 billion in this scale. Tournament of Power Frieza was around 26 septillion, with the golden form in the manga only being around a 50 times increase like Super Saiyan, which is kind of fitting. Final form Frieza is just too damn strong from training, man. And his growth is even greater when he's mental training, so it could just be he's become more efficient in training or simply the plot. We can apply the gap from Resurrection F to Tournament of Power, then magnify it by 10, just to get our heads around one possibility. So going by this, his final form right now is stronger than base Vegeta and base Goku, so either Frieza's black form has a multiplier from final form greater than True Ultra Instinct, which is 12 sextillion bare minimum, or his black form is not as high, but his training has escalated his final form even higher than what I just said. Or it could be a combination of both. He could have grown even further than that. I'm only going with Black Frieza being a bare minimum of around 2 times True Ultra Instinct. There's a chance he could be far higher than a True Ultra Instinct Vegito. Who the heck really knows? And who really cares by this point? Broly, Beerus, whatever, it's all pointless levels of power now. Dragon Ball Super just continues to rise in raw power creeps. It's an extremely powerful show in just raw power alone. I haven't even covered feats in this power scale, it's just raw power. And the whole purpose of making this manga power scale was to prove that power scales don't always fit stories like a glove. And if you want to enjoy a good story, don't think too hard about scaling because they don't write with a detailed scale in mind. Dragon Ball will forever be busted in raw jumps. Versus battles in Dragon Ball are often pointless because anyone can get killed if their guard is down, anyone can become as strong as the plot requires them to, it's however the battle is written, anyone can gain a boost in the blink of an eye. Just look at the growth during the Granola battle. It's all about which character you use at a very specific point in the story. But seeing as we made it this far, here's the final multipliers of forms for Goku and Vegeta so you can fight your friends with. And just a quick reminder guys, if you want to compare this scale to my other scales involving Kid Buu versus Super Saiyan 3 Goku as a benchmark, you need to divide all answers in this manga power scale by 400 to get the answer you want, because base Goku in the Buu Saga is a 1 in this scale, Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the Buu Saga would be a 400, so that's why you must divide all answers in this scale by 400, so that it makes Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Kid Buu as a theoretical 1 in this scale for the purposes of gauging from that landmark. So for example, lowballing Black Frieza to 1 sep 10 decillion, his true reading from Kid Buu would be 2 sex decillion times stronger. And with that being said, my calculator is fried, and this power scale has really fried my brain from all of the pointless numbers. If I've made a mistake somewhere, show me at least some mercy. It's not easy to stay consistent with the Dragon Ball Super manga power creeps, and try not to miss a single digit in 50-digit numbers for hundreds of calculations. But thank you so much for watching this series, and remember, hitting the like button really helps out more than you know.
So that was Saiyan Scholar's Black Frieza is pointless. I do agree with him on the final sentiment about the show, about the whole, them dropping their guard down, they're super weak, or, whenever they want, the writers want them to be overly powerful, they make them overly powerful. And I think that's one of the biggest problems I have with Dragon Ball Super is there's no consistency, it's just over-the-top ridiculousness, A character can be either unbelievably OP or unbelievably weak at any given moment. Sometimes they have feats that make them look unbelievably weak, and then sometimes they do things where they jump up in power that doesn't make any sense, especially with the whole Dragon Ball superhero stuff. I know there's a lot of people who's been talking about who's stronger, Beast Gohan or Black Frieza, because of the statement by Whis saying, oh, it might be him or somebody else in the universe, which they're assuming it's him. They're saying it was around the same time, but I don't know if it's exactly the same time, because the reason why I don't think it is because what's the thing called? Yes, they did come back, but remember they had Beerus on the planet, and they were trained with Beerus and Whis, and they were trained there for quite a while. He also said that Vegeta is millions of times stronger than Goku in his base, but I don't think so, seeing as how in the in the Dragon Ball Super Heroes movie, when they were fighting in base, Vegeta won, but that was only by a little bit. He won by like a little tiny last punch in the end. So it showcases that Vegeta was a bit stronger than Goku in his base, but not to that level. I think that since he has, his blue evolution and he has the, ultra ego, that evened out the amount of transformation multipliers that he got, like compared to Goku. Also, I just think it's just ridiculous the way they made it. It's kind of pointless the way they made it, the whole story and stuff, the structure. I do think it's ridiculous, and I do want to see where they're going to go in the direction with the, Black Frieza arc and the Dragon Ball Superheroes thing, since they're kind of around the same timeline and combining them. After what's going to happen. I'm just really confused right now at what direction they're planning on going in. And the reason why I don't believe Gohan, Beast form Gohan, is stronger than Black Frieza is the fact that if that's the case, then Black Frieza wouldn't be a threat, because of he's there and he left, and these guys are training, and Gohan's already that powerful. He's already above him, and all he has to do would simply just train with these two, and they would be able to beat him already. So I think he would be a far bigger threat, because if that's the case, he would be too easy. Unless, let's say, Frieza is planning something really, really big. It's not just him. He has some big plan, and he's just trying to mess with them right now. And that's the reason why he didn't take out Goku and Vegeta. He's like planning, and that's why they also make Gohan and Piccolo stronger. So maybe Frieza's so OP and also has such a great plan that he also has like an army and stuff of very powerful characters that it requires, Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, a true Ultra Instinct Goku, and Ultra Ego Vegeta to beat him, or like his plan or whatever. So who knows? But yeah, I think this was a great video. I do appreciate hard work you put into it. I do think sometimes the calculations, some of them I might not agree fully on, but I will agree the fact that the calculations from what we get from the manga and the story, it is very ridiculous. So it's hard to get a consistently accurate reading of power levels. So it's fair enough. So yeah. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time.